Hey everyone, Lensmanoz and Chilled here today for another episode of Manufactio 2. How you doing today, buddy?
Oh, not too bad, except for the lag. How's everybody else?
Well, I mean, I had the lag issue yesterday. I was trying to build stuff. You've obviously got it today, so maybe we just take it in turns.
It happens.
Alright, so you've cleaned out this area here. You started working towards orange science, which requires
Correct.
squeezes and all sorts of stuff. So, let's have a quick look here. Orange science requires a bucket of plant oil, 8 saplings, fertilizer, and then the orange science plan thing. And this is for all our farming requirements.
Correct.
So that'll unlock farms and the ability to automate some of that stuff like mushrooms. I keep getting reminded of.
And hopefully take care of my problems I've been having with the wood farm.
Yeah, well, I guess this is only a sort of basic start, right?
Right.
Alright, I've been super busy.
Yes, you have.
I went and unlocked Induction and metal plates, or whatever it's called, casting. That's the words. You'll notice there's a lot of pipes missing here and there. We did dabble a little in wireless power. I did unlock the wireless power, and it is super expensive. For what you get out of it, it's quite expensive. So it does help with obviously radiation, and we're going to need to push more towards this. But I think we need to potentially automate pure copper, because the Tesla tower requires a battery bank, 4 iron plates, and 10 purified copper wire. Obviously, the battery bank is redstone batteries and iron plates and circuit 2, and the redstone batteries is lead and plastic, and yeah, lots of stuff. But it does.
The only other problem with the Tesla towers is they only supply 500 per.
Yeah. So it may be good for certain things, but not for everything.
Right.
We obviously do need to work out something better for power, but so here at the moment, tin wire and copper wire, apparently, and some tin plates that are in there, is just these two. Everything else is kind of disconnected. What's this one? Is that lead plate? Yeah, that's lead plate. I'll need that. So yes, here is our induction setup. So each of these, and they're massive. They're like, you can see here, it's what, a 5x5. It's a massive unit. Golrith's done a fantastic job here. These machines look better and better every time I put one down. So this is your induction furnace. And in your induction furnace, you require a P15 plan and then dust. So in this case, this is for iron. So what this does is this will melt down iron dust, and then we pump it out through the fluid duct here into, in this case, 4 casting machines. So for both iron and steel, we have ingots, plates, gears, and rods being generated. So iron rod, for example, the iron rod is used in some advanced rocketry type stuff, so that's later things, but in assembling machines, it's needed for rail. So that was the main reason for pushing towards this, because we do need the iron rods to make rail, and iron rods is only made in casting machines or lathes, which we don't have access to yet. So this is our new setup for ore processing. A lot of the smelters over here, the blast furnaces have been disconnected and things taken off the back end
Will
of
be
them.
removed soon.
Yeah, they'll be removed soon. I was sort of pilfering bits and pieces from them as well. A lot of the supplier pipes have the dust removed, so it's, again, it will be it'll be cleaned up, and we'll use this space for something else. I do have probably one more, maybe, induction furnace, which will go up above here. So yeah, we've got iron here. We have tin here. Tin is only set up for the 3. So I think ingot plate gear. Yep. So it's working at the moment. You can see the little output doing his thing. This one here is for steel. Probably haven't opened the valve yet, and I don't even know if we're getting steel dust at the moment. Don't do that. That was silly. Use a wrench.
Probably out of coal.
No, I haven't actually asked it to put it in. Smart.
That helps.
So steel blend. Just do that. If I put the P15, cool. So that should provide steel dust into here, and then we'll start melting steel. Now I've been a little bit frugal with my logistics pipes. They aren't neat and tidy because I didn't want to make basic pipes all the time. So some of them, and you can do this, you can use the provider as a corner, if that makes sense, or a supplier as a corner. So instead of this pipe coming straight out here and having a basic, I actually joined it onto where the provider is, just to, takes an extra unrouted pipe, but means I don't need an extra basic one for a T section. But yeah, steel, tin over there. So as I said, steel has the 4. And if we go upstairs, I think I've got copper, bronze, and lead upstairs here. So this one's copper. Copper, did I put the thing in? Yes. Good, missing input item. Pretty sure I set that one up. Yep. No copper dust in there though. I need to move another mine. I did just move an iron mine, so. But this one has things disconnected, and there's a phantom out above our water processing over there. Copper only has 2 connected at the moment. I've only got ingots and plates. Gears don't really have a use, so I originally had 4 here and I broke one of them down, and I'll probably end up taking this one out unless there becomes a use for copper plates later. And then, yeah, we've got bronze here. Not enough energy. Oh, I didn't hook up the power to bronze. That would be smart. But yeah, it's a fairly decent little setup here. Just need to hook this up this way. I know there's a reason I did it up here, so I can walk through. Derp. All right. So all I need now is a little bit more power. Let's run this across here, and then hopefully we can get everything casting and back into production. Because bronze plates are needed. I mean, I needed to automate the bronze plates to make the logistics pipes and the hardened fluid ducts. They both require bronze. Again, this one here is lead, I think. Yes, lead. Yes, I put the plan in. And this one doesn't have lead gears connected because there's no use for them either. That's ingots, this is plates. Good. Let's remove this guy. There's lead plate. So in the top of each of these, you do require a mold, a metal mold from Immersive Engineering. And yeah, you can see the little input thing on the top here. Outputs on the back. Again, I don't need this third one. So again, you actually, I don't know. I'm going to open this valve anyway. So once it does start melting stuff, it will produce, and we won't. We'll have everything underway. I do need to get some more tin into the system. I think this one's open. Yep. Good. Oh no, it's not. There we go. So yeah, this is our new metal setup, and hopefully that will probably uses a lot more power than this. But we're actually removing this furnace and the plate presses from being required to make each of these items. Hopefully it's a little more efficient. I don't know. We'll find out.
Should be a little quicker.
Well, maybe. I mean, the only thing is we can't prioritize one particular thing over another. So it'll just, I don't have any like balances or anything up here. I can't tell it that I only want you to put copper, molten copper into this one for now, but hopefully it'll work itself out. But we've got 10,000 copper plates. I think we're okay. Actually, these are upgraded too, aren't
Yeah. I don't think so. Are they blue?
they? Yeah,
Then they're basic.
basic. So they hold 10,000.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10,000 copper plates. I think we're okay for a bit. But yeah, so this is what I've been working on, and it's taken a while. And Chill's been working on the tree farm and the orange stuff. But you were saying you wanted to work on better tools.
That might be a good idea. The chainsaw, the drill, and a vehicle.
So
But
chainsaw.
since I can't even move,
Just keep getting dropped. Okay, so chainsaw we're going to need fuel tanks for though, right? I think you said fuelium is what we use there.
well, yes, fuelium is one of them, as probably for the car as well.
So fuelium is a fuel. That's all it's showing as the fuel for the fuel tank. So we're going to need a chemical plant. Helium is wood. We can turn wood into helium. So 32 wood logs, or 8 processed coal, or we can split gasoline down.
Might be worth splitting gasoline down.
So we're going to need to make a chemical plant.
Actually, isn't it already being broke down?
To fuelium though?
Well, you just set up another thing. Change it over out there, wouldn't it?
Oh, you'd be using gasoline for your plastic, wouldn't you?
Oh yes, 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 yes. But I think we've got enough that we can just set a machine out there to make the fuelium.
Yeah, might be worth it. All right, so I'll look at. I'm going to go and get some plastic. We're going to need. I mean, the large engines are reasonable, so I'll have to go and get some plastic sheets, and then fuel tanks. How do you make a fuel tank? Silicon glass. We don't have that. Boy. So silicon glass is where we're stuck with that one. So silicon dust is a 10% output from crushing cobblestone.
We've got silicone out on the far end.
Yeah, we should have it as a byproduct, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we can just run that through a blast furnace to get silicon glass. Is that its only use?
I'm not sure.
Molten silicon cement mix, apparently. Silicon nitride, so no, it's not its only use. It's one of its main uses, but then you've got molten silicon for something, which makes silicon seeds. Okay, I don't know. All right, so we'll get some of that. I'll put a cut in here because I believe it might be your dinner time.
Yeah, almost. And since it won't let me stay on,
So I'll put a cut in. I'll go and make some materials. Hopefully the all the bits and pieces that we need for, I guess, what did you say, a saw? What was the other thing? What's the pick?
the chainsaw and the mining drill.
Mining drill, isn't it? There it is. The mining drill, tech guns, which also needs a drill head. Okay. And it requires tungsten plate, large engine, fuel tank, steel gears, and plastic sheet. Again, not terrible. Choosing my words wisely. Not terrible. All right, I'll start looking at this. Get some silicon dust processing. I mean, we've got a few spare blast furnaces at the moment, so I'll just throw some in one of them, and we'll see what we get out of it. I'll be back.
Everybody have a good one. I will catch you next time.
All right. See you later. And I'll be right back. All right, so I was just looking into the recipes for the chainsaw and the mining drill, and I realize that it requires aluminium. So that's something we haven't got to yet. We do have part of what we need, which is, oop, hello, computer, please don't. Oh, it's having some fun on me today. Let me just fix this. But what it needs is aluminium, and aluminium is advanced metal processing or advanced material processing. This one here. So I need to hand this one in. This allows us to make alumina and gunpowder. We do have. Apparently, I can shoot things. We do have the sodium hydroxide we're going to require. So I'll need to set up an ore mixer probably for aluminium. So we need an ore mixer for aluminium. We need one for something else. There was something else that I mentioned to Chilled before we started recording just earlier. And I'll have to remember what that was. But yeah, we're going to need a couple more of the ore mixers. But I started getting bits and pieces that I require for this, and then I realized that to make the fuel tank, so plastic sheets, etc., large engine, that's nothing super special. So iron gear, steel plate, L13. I've got the L13. Metals, iron gears, steel plates. Let's dump off a stack of them. So what else am I missing? Oh, they may only be able to be made in a machine. I think that's the thing. Yes, assembly machine 1. So L13, steel plate, iron gear, 2 fluid ducts. And then we need, for the mining drill, I need about 4 of them. I have this assembly machine here that we kind of use for these items. It's L13. Iron plates are already in there. What was it? My bad. I'm kind of getting there. Iron gears, steel plate, fluid ducts. So really not doing well today. Steel plate. Iron gear. So that should work. Not enough inventory space for output. Apparently fluid ducts were made there, were they? Hope that's working. Cool. All right, so hopefully that will give us what we need. I don't need all those fluid ducts, that's for sure. That'll be the motors. And then we're going to need like a whole bunch of them for the Jeep and the ATV or whatever it's called. So I'll make a drill. I should probably make 3 of each, one for Aussie as well. Probably wouldn't hurt. So 2 more of them and 2 more of them, and it is 4 steel gears, 1 engine, 2 tungsten plates. I just need 12. And I'm going to need an extra an extra 2. All right, so I need obviously 3 engines and probably 3 engines. So I've got the chemical plant. I'm going to go and set that up to start making fuelium. I'll need I don't know, some sort of tank, maybe just one of these tanks because we've got tons of them. we can't use them to make the other tank, so I'm not sure exactly how we charge these guys either. That's going to be an interesting one. How we charge. Okay, so, oh boy, we need a chemical plant to make the fuelium, and then we need a chemical plant to put it in the tank. All right, I'm going to make a second chemical plant. I'm going to get the last of the items that I need to make the drill and the chainsaw, and I'll be right back. So this is quite steadily becoming a rabbit hole. I went and made 2 chemical plants here. I don't even know if I need the second one. I didn't quite place it down in the right spot and then somehow managed to make it so I couldn't pick it back up. So this guy here is the one currently full of fuelium, but it won't pump out of there. So I'm guessing the fuelium, it's all done in the one chemical plant, which means I'll be able to break this one down. But what I've got at the moment is no power. So out here we have an issue with power and the fact that the saline water tank is full. So these things are sitting here boiling. There's no steam though. So I don't know what happens if I introduce water. We'll see what happens. But this tank's full. So to get things moving again, what I've grabbed is a package. Oh, did I? Oh my gosh, I didn't. I didn't grab the blueprint to be able to put it down. Such a derp. I can slash home, but it'll take me a little bit to walk back out here. So I need the blueprint for the algae farm, and I'm gonna run wherever the algae farm blueprint is. There it is. I'm gonna run the algae farm because we can turn saline water into red algae. Now I'm not 100% sure what it's used for yet, but I plan on not wasting the water. So I'll process it in through this algae farm. I'll put a cache on it so we can have, I don't know, 10,000 red algae, and we may need more of it later. And then I've got a trash can in my inventory, and I'll put that after the algae farm so that it fills the algae farm first, I hope, and then pushes further. We don't have that sort of, I've said it before with the induction stuff, we don't have a balancer set up yet, or a way of balancing yet. But yeah, if I can get this, because we've got this one here for the brown. I now, come on, keep running. Get through the back here. You should right click on here, left. Okay, so I want to rotate. That'll do. Cool. And then we'll run pipework to here. Can say I hope I bought enough fluid ducts. Making sure we don't connect up something. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Get my wrench back. And power, we can. This will be a problem because we won't actually have any power. It's night time again. There we go. Fluid duct. Okay, so what that should do is that should allow it to pump into here. Good. And then in this one, we're going to need the 003. And it should start processing. So that should give, I'm hoping, enough room for these things to get water again. And it kind of sounds like there is. Nice, things didn't explode. So it's I guess, we're generating power. We've got steam. Water's very low, but it seems to have it. So I guess we're producing water again. Good. It's only going to give us a couple of buckets worth, but if it's enough power to kick things on. Yeah, look at this. This thing's probably just absolutely smashing the steam. Solid fuel is still good, so Hopefully we're producing again. Yeah, we are producing. Purified water is going down quite quickly. All right. So hopefully we're back in business. And as I said, like this is going to need... we would have stopped. Hang on 1 second. Let me just plop down some dirt here and here and get just the cache. Like that. And the inserter. Again, it's not going to be super fast, but we just take this for now and let it do its processing. But I do want to make it so that it will trash it if needed. Again, I don't want to always waste things, but you know, this isn't super needed at this very point, and this is quite slow. Ow. How did I kill the other guy? Killed one, and the other two dropped. Anyway. Alright, so that's... I guess this will be okay again soon. If our water's working... Alright. This one's struggling to keep steam. But this one over here looks like it's working quite nicely. Which is interesting. I don't know whether that one's getting the water straight away or just because it's more efficient. Maybe it's more efficient. Maybe we really do need to get rid of this guy. What we probably need here. I don't know, is it higher flow put? I don't think there is there? Anyway. I mean, I do that. See what it does. Open quite quickly. Hoping these can both produce quickly. Missing fluid input. Oh yeah, you will be. Just while the boiler gets up and running again, let's give it some more water. Juice me some water. And then I will need to take that back off so that this will process water properly. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, well I've spent a long time getting things up and running. I've just made the ore mixer. I need to connect up a few other pipes and whatnot to be able to make these aluminium plates. I needed the P20 or the thing. I need sodium hydroxide. I need coke dust. And then it needs aluminium. Is it this? No, not that one. Go back one. This. Yep. That alumina is coke dust, sodium hydroxide, and pulverized aluminium in an ore mixer. I'm also going to require rider. Okay, I think the chilled's got some over here. And we'll set up automatic. May not even have enough. No, that's the ones I want. Let's grab some unrouted. So I've set this up, I've hooked up power, and what I plan on potentially doing is just running these things to supply, right? supplier, supplier, supplier. And these are going to have, there's my wrench. Because wrench works just as well. We're going to have sodium hydroxide. We're going to have coke dust. And then we're also going to have pulverized aluminium. Aluminum, depending on where you're from. That one? Yes. And that'll be in our third one here. There. And then I just need to hook up some unrouted here. Like so. And we have a basic here, so I can hook it like that. And that should give us, hopefully, that everything I need. Got aluminium. We have some coke dust. Add some more. And then in the case of this, I'm just going to put the sodium hydroxide in there. I will need to hook up a provider on that cache that's out there. The alumina will then be hooked up to a provider. And then we'll put a supplier on top of this guy. He'll have a provider. And I'll put a supplier here. And that will be for charcoal. Charcoal and crushed aluminum. Oh, this stuff, this alumina. And then all I need to do now is terribly cheat a touch so that it's all hooked up. That will come out of there, it'll go up through here and into here. And we are getting aluminium. There's aluminium ingots. And then I will need to press them into a plate. So we'll come over here and use one of these guys. I think you're empty, very good. So if we turn you into plates, very nice. Let's go aluminium. And then I'm just going to plop chest on the other side. And there's already a provider there. Bang. And then hopefully we can produce automated aluminium plates. Here they come. As they're being created, we are making them. So then I'll just need saw. So the chainsaw, this, so we need 2 aluminium plates and a silicon glass and an L13. So I've got 2 tanks worth. And obviously more will come as more is produced. But let's just quickly duck over here. So what was P10? Ore mixer. I don't need that one at the moment. I do need S15. Cool. So let's actually, it's the tank one. L13. L13. Empty fuel tanks. So, oh, I've got all this pulverized aluminium. Let's just drop it in this chest. This is a delivery chest. You can have that, my friend. Probably all disappear at some point. Got the silicon glass, I think we've got everything we need now to make these saws. And then all I need is the ability to fuel them up. I don't know if those ones actually, they need to be full. Cool, so I'm going to do that next episode. It wants a full tank to be able to make these. I'm not going to run back now. But you can see where we're at. So next episode we'll get our tools up and running, and hopefully then we won't have to worry about breaking axes and shovels. But until then, thank you all for watching. Comments down below. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye now.